Natalie has some quarters, dimes, and nickels. The ratio of the number of quarters to the number of dimes to the number of nickels that she has is 9 to 3 to 1. The total value of these coins is $18.20. How many coins does Natalie have? 9 to 3 to 1. Now, this represents the ratio of the quarters to the dimes to the nickels, correct? Now, that's just a ratio. That doesn't tell me how many. So what I have to do is first introduce an unknown. So I'm going to call it x. So the ratio is really 9x to 3x to x. All right? So that is what I'm going to first do in this question. Next, we have to look at the total, which is $18.20. And I'm going to convert that to cents, so 1,820 cents. And that equals 25 cents times the number of quarters, plus 10 cents times the number of dimes, plus 5 cents times the number of nickels. Correct? So, there you go. This is the equation we have to solve. Now, we know that the number of quarters is 9x. The number of dimes is 3x. And the number of nickels is just x. And that is 1820. So if you add all this up, you multiply this out, you get 225x plus 30x plus 5x is 1820. And this whole side totals 260x, and that's of course 1820 again. And if you divide through, you get x is equal to 7. So coming back here, that means there are 9x quarters, and 7 is equal to x, so that means there are 63 quarters. The number of dimes, well, 3x, x is 7, so 21 dimes. And the number of nickels is just x, which is 7. So the number of coins, you total all this up, 63 plus 21 plus 7, and that is equal to 91. 91 coins. So number 21, the answer is D. How many different combinations of pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters use 48 coins to total $1? All right, let's first make a little table for ourselves, and let's see what we get. Pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. Now, we are not told much in this question. We don't know if we have to use a penny, nickel, dime, and quarter for all the combinations, or can I not have one of those coins? You know what I mean? Like, can I have 0 nickels and 0 dimes? Well, we'll just go with this. So the number of coins has to be 48, right? So if I have 48 pennies, I'm just going to start in that point, at that point. If I have 48 pennies, they're all pennies. I've got 48 cents. So I'm going to put my amount here. Now, obviously, that's no good, right? Because I've got a total of $1. So no good there. But that's okay, because I need a starting point. One thing I immediately noticed, though, is that when I choose the number of pennies, I've got to choose a value that makes me get a number that's divisible by 5, because that's the only way I can get the remainder to add up using nickels, dimes, and quarters, because nickels are 5s, dimes are 10s, and quarters are 25s. So 45, let's see what happens. If I have 45 pennies, how many coins are remaining? That's how I'm going to do this. Well, 48 coins is what we have to use. I've already used 45 of them as pennies, so 3 coins are remaining. Okay? Now, I've got to make a buck with 3 coins and 45 pennies. All right, well, what was my amount for 45 pennies? It was 45 cents. All right. But I want to know how much more I need. I've got to use the 3 coins to get 55 cents. So amount needed. All right. So for this one, it was basically 52 cents, but there was no way of us getting it because we've already used up all the coins, so that was a dud. But how about, can I get 55 cents using 3 coins? I think so. Let's see here. If I use 2 quarters, that'll be 50 cents, and then 1 nickel. That'll do it. And there's 0 dimes. So I think this one is one possibility. I'm sure of it. And also, I'm also sure that in our combinations, it's allowed that you don't have to use all the coins. What I mean by that is that you don't have to have at least 1 penny, 1 nickel, 1 dime, 1 quarter, because in this scenario, as you notice, I have 0 dimes. All right, let's keep going here. We got 1 so far, but obviously the answer choices, they've got quite a few more. All right, let's go down to 40 pennies. If I've got 40 pennies, that's 40 cents, amount needed would be 60. I've got 60 cents more that I've got to create. Now, how many coins do I have remaining? 8. With 8 coins, can I get 60 cents? Okay, I'm pretty sure I can. How about if I have 1 quarter, that'll be 35, and I've got 7 nickels. That'll do it. And then 0 for dimes. Any other way? How about if I have 0 quarters, 4 dimes, and then 4 nickels? That'll do it also. All right, I've got 2 there. Good. Making a little bit of progress. And then let's go down to the next one, 35 pennies. 35 pennies, that's 35 cents. And then that means I've got 65 cents that I need to create with how many coins? 13 coins. All right, let's see. How can I do this? 65 cents. I think the only way is with 13 nickels. Yeah, 0, 0. Because if I start using quarters, I won't be able to match this 13 coin criteria or requirement. You can get 65 cents with quarters, and like 2 quarters is 50 cents, and then 3 dimes or 3 nickels, would bring you up to 65, but that falls short of 13 coins. So I think this is the only way. All right, let's keep going here. 30 pennies. All right, I've got 70 cents I've got to create, and I've got 18. Oh boy, 18. If all of them were nickels, that would be 90 cents. So there's no way of this working. And then in a very similar way, if I go down to 25, there's no way, because this will be way too many coins. So I think that's it. How many did I get? I got 4. So number 25, the answer is B. Four pieces of lumber are placed in parallel positions as shown, perpendicular to line M. Piece W is 5 meters long. Piece X is 3 meters long, and its left end is 3 meters from line M. Piece Y is 5 meters long, and it is 2 meters from line M. And piece Z is 4 meters long, and it is 1.5 meters from line M. A single cut perpendicular to the pieces of lumber is made along the dotted line L. The total length of the lumber on each side of L is the same. What is the length in meters of the part of piece W to the left of the cut? So, first thing we'll do is start labeling this. This whole thing they're saying is 5, but I'm going to label the part that's left to the cut X, because that's what they want us to find. Essentially, that question just boils down to find X. Well, that means that to that is X, so that means this part here that is right of that dashed or dotted line, it's got to be 5 minus X. Okay, so here we go. This whole thing is X, but we know that from here to here is 3. So this part has got to be X minus 3. Okay, So here we go, same story. This whole thing is x, but from here to here is 2. So this part has got to be x minus 2. And then from here to here is x. This is 1.5. So from here to here has to be x minus 1.5. All right. Now we get to the other side. Well, this part we already labeled 5 minus x, so that's done. This, well, the whole thing is 3. And this part is x minus 3. So this part has got to be 3 minus x minus 3. So it becomes 3 minus x plus 3. And that is 6 minus x. Okay, so I hope you understand how I did that. This whole thing is 5, as they tell us. From there to there is x minus 2. So from here to here has to be 5 minus x minus 2. So it becomes x plus 2, which is 7 minus x. Right? And in a very similar way, that whole thing is 4. From there to there is x minus 1.5. So therefore that part has got to be 4 minus x minus 1.5. But if you take it out of the brackets, it becomes 1.5 like this. And that is, of course, 5.5 minus x. So that's the setup of the question. Now, this piece of information is very important, obviously. It tells us that what's on the right side is equal to what's on the left side. So what is on the right side? We got these 4 guys, so let's add them up. We have x plus x minus 3 plus x minus 2 plus x minus 1.5. And that is equal to what's on the other side, the right side. On the right side, we have this, 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 and this. So let's add those up. 5 minus x plus 6 minus x plus 7 minus x plus 5.5 minus x. All right, now it becomes just straight algebra. Adding this, we get 4x minus 6.5. And on this side, we get 23.5 minus 4x. Bringing it over, 8x is equal to 30, and therefore x is equal to 30 over 8. And 30 over 8 is 3.75. So there you go. That's what they wanted. 3.75 is what they wanted. Find x. So number 23, the answer is D. A bicycle at store P costs $200. The regular price of the same bicycle at store Q is 15% more than it is at store P. The bicycle is on sale at store Q for 10% off of the regular price. What is the sale price of the bicycle at store Q? At store P, the price is $200. At store Q, the price is 15% more than this $200. So it would be 1.15 times 200. And that is $230. Then they're saying that this $230 is discounted by 10%. So you take that 230 and multiply by 0.9 to get the new price. And when you do, you get 207. And that is the sale price at store Q. So number 21, the answer is D.